Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. Hope you're having a very, very good Thursday. West Ham, they've just won like in a game that I'm going to be honest, I did not expect West Ham to sort of roll this team the way they did, but they have. And West Ham go and win 2-0 against Freiburg, which the jackal on this side is just driving you mad. Do you know what I'm saying? I will say that. Before I get started, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV. The link is in the chat. If anyone wants to come on, have a discussion about West Ham, by all means, have a discussion. Talk to us about West Ham and how great we really, really are. I'm going to start off, though, with my sort of afterthought. I'm quite shocked how West Ham come out. West Ham come out all guns blazing and really had a go. Yeah, and they look the better side. Freiburg look crap, mate. I'm not going to lie. And sometimes I do think, did we overhype these teams or what? Yeah. Mohamed Kudus is a player. If we can get another player like him on the left-hand side, we are cooking. Simple as that. We are a side that is cooking from like the attack line. Great goal from him. Do you know what I'm saying? Intelligent play, played the game. I thought he was miles offside. He wasn't. He was bang on side. And you know what? I was quite shocked, really, with his goal sort of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? With the sort of intelligent play that he's got. He's just a quality player, isn't he? And obviously, the second goal is Alvarez, and he's not. I ain't gonna say he's needed a goal, but he needed a bit of confidence. Alvarez, I'm not gonna lie, and he got it 2-0 half time. The job's a good one. Second half we was just going through the motions, and I'm gonna be straight when I say this. It's either West Ham, it's either we overhype opposition teams, or we played really, really well tonight. It's either one or the other. Do you know what I mean? There is no in between. Second half, Fabianski made some good saves, but we'd done the job. Like the job was a good one. Do you know what I'm saying? So I agree with Brian on that. Shout out to Brian. Quick out the traps tonight. Excellent first half. Exactly what I want to see. I said it on Twitter, and people was like laughing at me. Yeah. Oh, we ain't coming out of the traps fast. Fuck me, I know this team, mate. But when West Ham lose a game, the second game that we play, we're always going to come out all guns blazing, and we did. The job was a good one. Let's get this mad American in. I'll say for himself. So, Daddy, welcome.
Hello there.
What you saying, mate? Are you positive tonight or what?
I'm extremely positive. Mr. Moyes Masterclass.
Right. Explain to me how we beat this team tonight.
Silencing all those haters. Amazing play. We should have scored 5 or 6 today if we could finish.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Amazing. Defense played good. It's so much better when we have an actual left back instead of a fake left back.
True. No comment from me on that one.
And when we have Edson Alvarez, because as soon as we subbed him off, we lost all control.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. We need a DM in this team that either a makeshift DM or someone who can come in and partner Alvarez, because when he goes off, we allowed them back in the game. It's night and day. Like when he's in the team, we look quite decent. Yeah. When he's out of the team, we look shit. Simple as that.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Who was your man of the match tonight? So,
two people, Kudus and Alvarez.
Yeah, I thought Kudus tonight just shows that. Listen, whatever people make of West Ham right now, yeah, we've got a player in there who can fucking do some damage against any team in Europe.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know where you are, so Daddy, but you look like where are you right now?
I'm just at home, but I've been sick.
Have you been sick? Right, I'm gonna let you go, so Daddy.
All right.
Why I crack on? Right, get well soon, so Daddy. Listen, Kudus is a man, mate. I'm not gonna lie. He's a top boy, and he's just a quality player. Do you know what I'm saying? I think within a year's time, he's going to double his value straight away, and which is good. It really is. Let's get this man in. Let's have a look, see what he's got to say. Drain hole, hope you're well, mate, out there in Suffolk. Evening, second half, we didn't really push on, and Bama come on and wasn't really given anything to chase. I thought they were bringing Kera on for Alvarez. Yeah, I know, but the job was done, mate, in the first half. Let's be honest. We done the damage in the first half. We was We was excellent in the first half. One thing I'm going to say tonight about West Ham, our passing ability tonight was excellent. Pass, 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 pass. But I don't know how to assess it tonight, really, if I'm being truthfully honest, because we was raving about Freiburg. We were saying how good they were. Like we was worried. We swept them aside like there was nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? Was they really, really bad? Was we really, really good? Or was there something in between? Do you know what I mean? I knew Snazzy had come out with that. Do you know what I mean? I say one thing on Twitter, yeah, and I get all the people come at me like I'm a fucking wrong un. Yeah, my technical director. I say, well done, Tim Steiner, and then I have the army of fans that hate him just come at me like I'm wrong un. I really did, but it was quite funny. I will say that. I've got to laugh at it. Do you know what I'm saying, Brian? Lots of top performances tonight. Goodest man of the match for me. I agree. I'm going to come to the player ratings in a minute. I'm going to get to it, but I understand that. Fuck the low block now. More of this pressing. Listen, this is why I like Bowen up front. I'm not going to lie. With Bowen up front, you've got a man who presses consistently. Even though it wasn't his night tonight, it was still a good night. It's a weird old game tonight to assess because West Ham had two chances. Obviously, Paqueta hit the crossbar with a great effort, but we didn't really do anything else after that. Yeah, we didn't really have to. It was one of them games. Once we got in the lead, got the second goal, shut up shop, job done. It was a professional performance tonight, which I'm over the moon with. Uh, Shout out to Moyes. You got to shout him out tonight. He takes Alvarez off. He's on a booking. I'm shit scared, worried. Like as soon as the commentator turns around and says he's on a booking, I'm like, get this man off the pitch and out of Stratford now because we need him. I will say that. Twitter has to be post and ghost anymore. Ignore the noise. Enjoy the boys when we play like this. I agree, mate. I agree. It was Ben says, why can't we play like that in the league? Do you know what? It's an hard one for me because I just don't think they was up for it tonight, Freiburg. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. I thought we was decent. I thought they was shit. And that was it. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it was going through the motions. Passing still on the slow side, but we made them count. Shout out to Stevie. Stevie, how you doing, mate? Shout out to Moyes James, 100%. But let's go about the boring shit against Wolves. I agree. I agree on that. Stevie. Right, I'm on my own tonight. Don't know where everyone is. They've gone AWOL. Absent without leave. So, player ratings is down to me tonight. And the show must go on. And I'm prepared to give you that show, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, let's get into the player ratings. And Lucas Fabianski, I'm going to be honest. I was talking to one of my mates as I was watching the game. And I was like, I don't know what to rate him tonight. Yeah. And he said to me, like, he's done nothing really. And then in the second half, he made a couple of decent saves. So I'm going to give him like an 8. Keeps a clean sheet, done the job. They didn't really do a lot. Second half, decent. I give him 8 out of 10, Fabianski. I'll tell you what, I thought tonight, he needed a good game tonight, Fab. One thing I will say, he needed a good game. After the 5 he held on the weekend, I was like, fuck me, please give a good game tonight. And he did. He did. So you've got to give him some credit there tonight. I'm going to be honest. So an 8 out of 10, clean sheet, made 2 decent saves in the second half. Easy pickings for me. Steve's gone with a 6. Not much to do, but brilliant save at the end. I think 6 is like, that's bang average. Love the quick distribution. Mate, my speech is gone, mate. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. Alvarez is a 9. Yeah, but we're going to get to Alvarez in a minute. Captain, Fab, 8. 8. Some good saves, clean sheet. I agree with Brian on that, 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? 8. 8, 8, 8. That's what it is. Let's come to this man. Vladimir Sufal. I don't know what to rate him tonight. I'm going to give him a 7 for me. You can half see the difference when it comes to Emerson on the left and then you got him on the right. Do you know what I mean? It's just night and day. I think he goes down the line well, but he checks his run. I don't know why he checks his run, but he seems to check his run every single time. I like Sufal, I'm not going to lie, but I think sometimes we need a bit more of a dynamic sort of right back, someone who's going to bomb on past Kudus rather than up to him, if that makes sense. I'm going to give him just a 7. He kept a clean sheet tonight. The whole back line are probably going to get the same sort of rating tonight. But going forward, I do think we need a expansive right back. I will say that. Let's see what everyone else says. Sifal gets a 7 from the Iron Lady. 6, 6, 7. Snazzy Azzy. Shout out to Snazzy Azzy. Gets a solid 7. I agree on that. Solid 7. Sifal, steady, good display. 7. I agree on that. Jay Woods is in the house. Shout out to Jay Woods. 6, but we need a Carl Walter Peters in January. Joe what? Great shout. Wouldn't mind a Carl Walter Peters at this club. You know what I mean? Sifal 10. He started playing like Paqueta with the back passes and turning these, man. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Yeah, 7 for me. Solid 7. Decent performance, but I do think we need a person who can sort of get the ball and carry it. But not just carry it to the halfway line, carry it all the way up the pitch. I will say that. Right, let's come to this man. Nayef Aguerd. From the weekend, he had a nightmare. Today, he didn't really have a lot to do. I'm going to be honest. He defended pretty well. I'm going to make mine pretty short and sweet. I'm probably going to give him a sort of bottom of the line 7. I think he was decent today. Like he done his job. He just done his job today. And for me, Nathan Aguerd, it's like the bipolar of West Ham. 1 minute he looks unreal, and the next minute he looks like the worst player in the league. So I'm going to give him a solid 7 for me. Make mine pretty short and sweet. I agree with what Jasper's saying there. He blocked most shots. I agree. Steve Tilley also says the same thing. One of the better games for Aguerd, a 7. Jay Wood says a 7. Jay Wood says a 7 there. Let's get to Steve Tilley's comment. He says, Aguerd at last more solid display, low 7. I agree. I just think he's, he done his job tonight, didn't he? Let's be real. Like, so I ain't going to sugarcoat it. Solid, pacey, done his job. Yes, mate, pace, desperately needed. I totally agree with William. I think he's on about Sufal, 7, 7, and a 7. All the 7s, 77. Do you know what I mean? We shall move on to this man, Mavropanos. Now, the last game he played, he come on obviously against Fulham, but before that, I think it was Brentford. I think it was where he come on and played. Steady, solid. He had a nice little run out of defence, which I like. He carries the ball. Make mine short and sweet again. I think the defence are all going to get probably 7s for me tonight. Solid 7 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? Yet again, Freiburg didn't really do nothing of any note and didn't really attack. And when they did, we defended it pretty well. Solid 7 for me. Solid 7. Right, let's come to the ratings for the people in the chat, because that's what it's all about. Smash a like on that video, people. That's what I say. Yeah. Richard Stevens, Mav, 7. Brian says the same thing, a 7. He was quality tonight, an 8. I don't know whether he was quality tonight. I thought the opposition were crap, if I'm being honest, but I think he was solid enough. So, yeah, solid 7 for me. 7, 7. Richard says 7 for Naya Aguerd. You know what I mean? The Greek Mountain, a 7. Fair enough. You know what I mean? Obviously, it ain't me, Snazzy Azzy. Obviously not. So, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just some English geezer from the ends. 8, brought the ball out, tried to turn defence into attack. I think 8's being up there. I think that 7's about right where we're at. Alan Dunn, shout out to him all the way over in Australia. Hope you're well, Alan. 7. 7 all round for me. I understand that people giving him an 8 and want him to do well. 7 for me. Let's come to this man. Emerson, what a difference he is in this team. That's one thing I will say. When he is running and he carries the ball, he's a breath of fresh air. All right, if we can get an Emerson on the right-hand side, we are cooking, because he gets the ball, he carries the ball, he's an outlet on the left. If we can get an outlet on the right from a defensive position, we're doing all right. We really are. I thought he had a good game tonight. He run the line well and, solid and strong. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad that sort of 4 days ago, everyone was saying he's ill, he's chucking up, he's pebble dashing the toilet in the change room of Fulham. Now he looks a breath of fresh air. Do you know what I mean? I actually think people need to start shouting at Rob Newman to a point. Rob Newman's the man who sort of picked this geezer up. Yeah, and everyone says about Steiden and everything, and I understand it. Yeah, because you've got Kudus and Alvarez in your team, you're going to shout him out. But no one really mentions the signing of Emerson. £13 million, like bargain, absolute bargain from Chelsea. So I'm going to give him sort of a strong 7. Yeah, I love this geezer. I think this geezer's when he doesn't play for West Ham, you can see it night and day, absolute night and day. He don't play, we look shit. When he plays, he gets the ball, we look a lot better in attack going forward, and his build up play is pretty decent. So yeah, strong 7, just not an 8 for me. Right, let's come to your ratings in the chat. You know what I mean? Alan has gone for 8.5. Alan I think he's out in Spain, I think, if I've got that right. Shout out to Alan, 8.5. Dan, hope you're well, mate. Strong 7. Emerson, an 8. Love Emerson. What a player. Very solid 7. I agree with Rich, 100%. 8. Carries the ball well. Emerson is complete left back, 8. His link up play with Paqueta is great. Emerson is a hammer of the year so far this season. He's out with definitely miss 8. Yeah. Emerson, 8. Great going forward. Keeps the ball well, very consistent. I agree, mate. Emerson, a 9. 9 from Dan. Dan's on one tonight, mate. Shout out to Dan out in Epping from me. Don't stop running up and down the line. See, I agree with that. You know what I mean? Elite's in the house. Hello, Elite. How you doing? We don't do any sort of rivalry now. You know what I mean? We're rivalry neutral. Jack, fucking hell, I ain't seen you for ages, mate. Cresswell to Emerson is like going from a plain bread to a ham and cheese panini. I agree, mate. 7. Emerson, hammer of the year. Yeah. Listen, solid 7 for me. Close to an 8, but just not an 8. I don't think they done it enough to sort of him warrant an 8. I don't think any of our sort of defenders sort of warranted an 8 tonight. I think they was just all decent. I thought the opposition were crap, if I'm speaking the honest truth. But we shall move on to this man, Thomas Souček. Interesting one for me. I don't know what to rate him. So I'm going to need your help, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how to rate Thomas Souček. For me, I thought he was there, but he's just steady and standard. Do you know what I mean? I agree with you on that to a point, William. I'm not going to lie. 6 for me. Yeah, it's like a high 6. It just isn't a 7 for me. I didn't see enough of him, yeah, to warrant it. Do you know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm gonna probably say a high 6. I don't really remember him doing a lot. If I'm being of any note, don't kill me in the chat. That's all I'm gonna say. High 6, probably from me. So I'll get to your comments. Doing good, thanks, James. You're a top hammer, mate. Love E20 Zone TV. Thank you very much, Dan. I really do appreciate it, mate. Smash the like on the video. Goes a long way. I shall pay you later. 6 from Gemma. Steve Tilley. Souček, low 6. Gives the ball away a few times. Wasn't in the game. Yeah, I'll probably agree with you on that, mate. I won't say about giving the ball away because I think some players give the ball away tonight, but it just wasn't. Yeah, it's not a bad rating, a 6. I'm going to say that it's not a bad rating. Yeah, it's just a standard performance. You know what I mean? So yeah, exponential anger. Souček solid to high 6. Nothing incredible, but did his job and did it well. Pretty much sums up exactly how I feel, mate. You know what I mean? 7 for his long balls. Can't be below a 7. Was great defending their box. I agree with Elite on that. I must admit, probably a high 6. Just not a 7 for me. Souček cannot pass the ball. A 5. Alan's gone all in tonight, mate. He's gone all in. He's taking no fucking prisoners tonight. Alan, mate. Shout out to Alan. 6, fairly quiet. I agree. 6 and a 7 there. We've got 6. Yeah, we've got a lot of 6s. Yeah, Souček does all the underrated stuff. I've got to be honest, he does. And that's the thing. When I don't really notice him doing the underrated stuff, it sort of goes unnoticed. Really does. We shall move on to this man, Edson Alvarez, the goal scorer tonight. The Mexicans on this channel will be liking this video forever. I'm going to be honest, I thought he was decent tonight. It's a breath of fresh air when he plays. One thing I'm going to say is when he does play, and he does play good, he looks like a solid DM. Also, another thing I'm going to say is when he isn't playing, it shows you how much we miss him. Yeah, we need to get a DM at this club, along like either a makeshift DM to come in and be a bit part player, or someone to come in and partner him. It's a bit of a concern when you've got a player there and you take him out and we look night and day in defence, like as a defensive midfielder. I thought he'd done all right tonight. His goal tonight was decent. He Moyes getting him off at the right time was good. Also, like he's on a booking. If he gets booked, he's out of the last 16 fixture. I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give him an 8. I agree with Alan there. 8 out of 10 for him. One of the backbones of the squad. He's starting to get that. I get the criticisms where he's like a statue sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. I think he was decent tonight. Elite's just like the video. Shout out to Elite. Big up to Elite. That's all I'm going to say to that. Right, 9.5. He's got. He's like we're doing half tonight. We're doing half an ounces. 8, 8. Yeah, I agree. 8, 8. And Gemma's gone in all in with a 10. Shout out to Gemma. I think you're out in Surrey, weren't you? I know that southwest London. I know that for certain. Until he went off injured, he was having a great game. I don't think he went off injured, Dan. I don't think he went off injured. I actually think like Moyes just got him off because he was basically on a booking, and if he gets booked, then that's it. We should go for Calvin Phillips. You know what? He ain't a bad shout. It's not at the minute. Brian, 8, lovely pass for Kudus goal, well taken goal, solid performance. I agree. Solid. It was a solid performance tonight. I'm not an Alvarez fan, but fair play to him. Looked decent tonight. Hopefully it continues. Yeah, I think it does continue, mate. I think he's a decent player. The thing is with me, with him, is that sometimes he is like a bit of a rabbit in headlights. He does run around and he's like running around cluelessly. But tonight, he was one thing I will say with him and shout him out tonight, he was disciplined. Yeah. He was like walking a tightrope there, not to get booked. And I thought, don't get booked, mate, whatever happens tonight. And he didn't. So, yeah. I am indeed just getting off the train in sunny. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. I went to the game tonight, you Irons. Shout out to Gemma. So, yeah, solid 8 for me, solid 8 for people. It is what it is. We shall move on to this man. James Ward-Prowse. Steady tonight. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was steady. In the first half, he was like right up there. He was like playing as a 10, near enough. And West Ham were playing like a 4-2-3-1 system. Like they had Alvarez and Suchek together, and James Ward-Prowse was further up. Second half, I didn't really see much of him, if I'm being honest. Like it wasn't even like about him, so to speak. So for his performance tonight, I'll give him a 7. I thought he was decent. I thought he had a decent performance. Don't really remember any set pieces of any note or any sort of free kicks, like corners or anything like that. So yeah, 7. I make mine pretty short and sweet. Good morning, mate. Solid performance all round. Shout out to Jazza, all the way over in Australia. The man's moved to Australia. Hope you're well, Jazza, out there in Oz, man. Let's get to these comments. 7. 7. 6 for Richard. Didn't notice him too much second half, but solid. Yeah, I thought he was decent tonight. I think he deserves a 7 tonight. I'm going to lie. Ward, low 7. 7 played a more advanced role. I agree with Steve on that comment. He was more further forward. He was pressing with Bowen tonight at one stage when I see it. James Ward-Prowse, I just get a feeling he's never going to score a free kick for us, despite being so good. Well, what's that? Will be so West Ham. Don't know if he took any tonight. Nah, no, none tonight, mate. He was invisible. Suchek did much more work than James Ward-Prowse. Unbelievable. I don't know, mate. I thought he was all right in the first half. I'll give him just a standard 7 for me. Let's get to the comments. 7. Oh, he's in New Zealand now. Fair enough, mate. We all played well tonight. I think James Ward-Prowse 5. Didn't see much of him as our forward. 7. 7 it is. 7's all round for James Ward-Prowse. I thought it was decent. First half, good. Second half sort of faded out, but he was just there. And yeah, again, I'm going to say this again. The passing tonight was superb. Like the interchange passing, especially in the second half. I noticed in the second half and all. Where comes this man? Lucas Paqueta. Gives the ball away, this man, a lot, but he's loved for the amount of like damage he does up the other end of the pitch. Unlucky tonight not to score that goal. Hit the crossbar. Gutting. really. That would have been a really, really great goal. I'm not going to lie. But I don't know tonight. I don't know how to rate him tonight. I thought he was okay. It's just Lucas, isn't it? High 7, maybe. Like, I'm going to go 7.5. I thought he was decent to a point, unlucky with the effort. He got subbed off. Yeah, 7.5 for me. Middle of the road, solid 7 for me. Lucas, best performance for a while, high 7. Alan's gone with an 8. Snazzy's gone with a 7. Come on fire tonight. Carl come in with an 8, mate. You know what I mean? Shout out to Carl Clark. You know, 8's all round. Yeah, listen. Yeah, 7.5 for me. Solid 7 for me. It gives me an heart attack, but so exciting to watch. 8 should have scored early, but good. Yeah, I agree, mate. I really, really do. What else we got here? 7. Yeah, I think we're all agreed on 7, 7.5 to 8. So yeah, decent performance for Lucas Paqueta tonight. Strong 7 for Paqueta. Right, we'll come to this man, Mohamed Kudus. I like this kid, mate. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. I think this kid is a talent. I think he's better than West Ham, if I'm being honest. I think when you look at a player, sometimes a player comes to a club and you just know he's a fucking better player than what we've actually got. A bit like how Dimitri Payet was. When Dimitri Payet come to the club, you felt, wow, this geezer's next level. And tonight he just proved it. The goal is intelligent bit of play from him. Absolute intelligent. I think the pass from Alvarez is decent, don't get me wrong, but I think his brain and not being offside is just superb. Just absolutely superb. And we're signing what, £40 million? It looks like a bargain right now. It really does. I'm going to give him a high 8, just not a 9 for me. I thought he was absolutely superb. Like, I really did. I think there was times he was unlucky with an effort in the second half. I think it was, or the first half, one of the two, where he curled a shot. He just went like that past the post. Other than that, he's the sort of player that could win us the Europa League. He is. Like, with him in our side, I don't really fear no one in the competition. I think the way Moyes play suits him to a point because he can counter attack and he can do the damage that way. But I'm going to be straight. You keep him fit, he scores goals in this competition. And then if he's scoring goals, we've always got a chance. We've always got a chance in this competition. So, yeah, strong 8, just not a 9 for me. Yeah, very strong 8, though. Kudus 9, lovely goal, always on the move, difference maker. I agree. Couldn't have put it any better, mate. Our class players who worry the shit out of this team took the goal well. High 8. Yeah, got a 9. Mr. says class. Just class. That's what he is. He's just a class act. 9. He's on fire. Yeah, I agree, mate. West Ham slow and nervous defensively. Middle fielders only. Alvarez recover. James will pursue. Couldn't stop the offenders. Johnny Mack gives a solid 9. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but I just think I think he's a 9 tonight, but I think he was decent. So strong 8 for me. What we got? Let's get down there. 9, fucking gem of a player. Worried Kudus will be the Salah replacement. Well, Liverpool better pay 100 million or 150 million, mate. Kudus got to be man of the match. Strong 9 from me. Going to be a great future signing. Yeah, listen, I agree. He's my man of the match, 100%. I think what he does and what he brings to this side is excellent. One thing I like about him, right? Well, there's two things really. The first thing, when he gets the ball, he holds the ball up. He's very good at holding the ball up. The ball sticks to him. He doesn't very rarely lose the ball. And the second thing, when he picks the ball up and he does turn, he goes towards the goal. He doesn't ever check his run. He doesn't ever look like he wants to sort of like cut inside and lay it off. He's always looking to try and make something happen. And with a player like that, we've had many players like that over the years. When they do that, they're a gem. I will say that. So high 8, just not a 9 for me. Becomes this man, Jared Bowen, centre forward at West Ham United. Interesting one for me tonight on Bowen. Do you know what I mean? Wasn't it really his night? Had a few efforts, had a few goes. Is he a striker? I don't know. I do feel he could be. Yeah. I think he's a sort of player that if West Ham could sort their midfield out, yeah, and they've runners from midfield, possibly he could be the man. Yeah. I think balls over the top for him he does damage from that position. What I like about Bowen is he's relentless. He's consistently pressing. He's consistently running. And no disrespect to Mikel Antonio, but he doesn't do that anymore. Yeah, he'll do it for a little while, and then that fade out in the game. Bowen does it all game, every single time. Do you know what I mean? So it's a very, very hard rating. So this is the rating for everyone tonight that I'm going to need your help with. Yeah, because I think a 6 is a bit there. 8 is definitely not, and a 7, I don't know. You know what I mean? You're spot on about Kudus. I agree. Well, thank you very much, Dan. I really do appreciate it. 7 for me. He could have scored. Yeah, he's unlucky tonight. I must admit, he was offside though. I will say that. 7 for Bowen. I feel a bit frustrated for him at the moment. Do you know what? If he hasn't scored a goal in the Europa League so far this season, yeah, that shows you how well we're doing in the Europa League. If we're not relying on Jared Bowen, if you're not relying on Jared Bowen, and other people are coming into the fray and scoring goals, you wait till he does start scoring in the last 16. Then we're all gonna be happy. Let's put it like that. Green Allen runs his arse off, and he's our main attacker. 8. Oh, don't know about an 8, Alan, but shout out to you. We need an option of Bowen on at 9. Give a decent on game day, but adapt gives us options. I agree. I'm going to give him a 7. I don't think it was his night tonight. He was offside for the goal. He works hard. He presses well. I think it was a solid performance from him tonight. 7's not a bad rating. I'm going to be honest. Like I think Brian's on the same wavelength as me tonight. Excellent first half. Nice assist for the second goal. Tireless runner. Pretty much sums up exactly what I'm saying. And that's why I do think he is a sort of centre forward, because his running ability just does a damage. How long you support West Ham? A fucking long time, Luke. Hell of a long time, mate. 37 years to be precise. Bowen 7, in my opinion, James, not our main striker. Long term, we need to get one in. I don't know, mate. I don't know. The problem is, I don't know where Kudus and Bowen fit if you get a striker in. I don't know what's happening there. Why is that freezing on me? Well, that's freezing on me. Lovely. Right. Let's come to the next one on the hit list. Let's go. This man, Pablo Fornals, substitute appearance, comes on second half. Give me your ratings for him, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to say a 6. I thought he was all right. I thought he'd come on, and you know what I mean. He done his job, so to speak. But that's about it. Steve's been a fan. I've done 52 years as a fan. That's a long time, mate. I'm not going to lie. Do you know what I mean? Fornals is a 6 for Steve. I'm going to say a 6 also. I thought it was a decent, like, average performance from him. 6 for Rich, 6 for Alan. Let's see who else he's got at 6. Anyone else? High 6 for I Am Jasper. Shout out to Jasper. Yeah, I make mine short and sweet on Fornals. 6 out of 10. Substitute appearance. Is what it is, really. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's go to Divine. Super Divine. Do you know what? Gutted for him tonight, because I think there was a goal there for him. Yeah, I thought that team was absolutely crap. But he just, yeah, after he come on, it was just like West Ham were just going through the motion, so to speak. So I'm going to give him a standard 5. Yeah, he comes on, runs about, gets stuck in, didn't really do anything of any note. Standard 5 for me. I'm going to rattle through these ones now. Let's go to this man. 125k a week, man. Fucking hell, mate. Do you know what I mean? How to rob a football club of a living. Danny Ings. You heard it here first. Give him a standard 5. Comes on yet again. Same thing with Divine. Runs about, gets stuck in, doesn't really do anything of any note. Standard 5. And the final 2, Courtney and Kara, 5s. Comes on. Can't really rate him, but I'll give him a standard 5 coming on. And that is that. Right. Let's come to the ref. I thought the ref was decent tonight. I don't know about everyone else, but I thought the referee was pretty good. I don't believe there was a yellow card in the whole game, so he sort of handled it pretty well. But was it a yellow card game really for the ref? Yeah, was it a high intensity game? Not really. I'm going to be honest. I thought the ref done a pretty good job, so I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought that's one of the best Best refereeing performances I've seen for a long time. Uh, Referee was poor, gave them a lot. I don't know, Steve. Like a lot of them was fouls, yeah. And I thought the referee. I agree with Johnny Mack on that. The referee let the play flow. Just he wasn't. The referee wasn't the main attraction tonight. Do you know what I mean? When you're looking at him tonight, I didn't really see him at all. I already know. I thought the referee was decent. So yeah, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for him. Uh, Done his job pretty well tonight. I'm going to be honest. Now here comes this man. Mr. David Moyes. This is going to be interesting. After Sunday's defeat, I was concerned about West Ham. I was thinking, please don't fuck this up tonight. That was the first thing. Yeah, you've got into this position. If you turn up tonight and we fold under this team, then your head's going to be on the chopping block. I'm going to be honest. That's one of the best performances I've seen West Ham play for a hell of a long time. A hell of a long time. And I thought he went strong tonight. He took no prisoners. He wanted that top spot, and he got it. He simply he done the job. Yeah, he took the subs off at the right time. He took Alvarez off at the right time. Could have maybe could have took off a little bit earlier, maybe, but he left him on, and it is what it is. I thought David was done well tonight. I'm going to give him some praise. Yeah, it was a big game tonight, not to make any fucking errors in. And he didn't. He didn't make no errors in it whatsoever. Like the starting lineup was strong. Everything was strong. Yeah. And that is probably West Ham's strongest team on paper. But if you take out Fabianski and put Areola in, that is arguably our strongest team. Yeah. And we got the result. We really did. So I'm going to give Moyes for tonight an 8. He deserves credit where credit's due. Fucking Stanley just took the words out of my mouth. 8, always give credit where credit's due. He deserves credit tonight. He really does. Yeah, he got the job done against a team that, let's be honest, this team was supposed to be really, really good, and we were shit scared worried. He made them look fucking bang average tonight. He really did. Like, and the players played tonight. I think the reaction, right, it's not so much the win tonight that I'm saying about. It's A, the performance, and B, the sort of getting the morale back of the winning sort of vibe. I think after Sunday's game, I thought we looked shit, and I was concerned. I thought this ain't going to be a ripple effect going into the next few games, but we made this side look bang average, literally bang average. So yeah, I think an 8's about fair. Whether you like him, whether you don't, I think that you've got to be real and honest with yourselves. He deserves an 8. He deserves an 8. He got everything pretty much spot on. The only thing I would say he didn't really get spot on, he's probably the Kudus one. Maybe he could have took Kudus off a lot earlier, but he didn't. So 8 out of 10. Carl says 8, got it right for a change. Yeah. Chris says Fabian was excellent tonight. Totally agree, James. 8 tonight, probably back to a 4 against Wolves. Yeah, let's not talk about that just yet. But we will get to that at the end, mate. Alan's gone with a 1. Alan hates him. Alan hates the man. It's official. Moyes 8, always give credit where credit's due. I've already read that comment out. Not cause any rows, James, but I've never rated Moyes because one of those who want him gone, but that's my opinion. Nah, not at all, mate. But the way I look at it with him tonight, you've got to give credit where credit's due. Yeah, you can't. No one should be sitting there tonight going fucking mad because like and saying like this, and this. This was a big game tonight, and this side, this Freiburg side, were no mugs. Let's have it right. They were knocking teams off 5-0 and everything like that. And before tonight's game, we was all fucking worried. Yeah, thinking what's going to happen. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, the game was done in the first 45 minutes. If I'm honest, I didn't see nothing from that team at all. Uh, Shout out to Kev. Really enjoyed the game, especially the first half. Players passing the ball well. Very few mistakes. We didn't sit back. Second half, very professional performance. Thought Moyes' tactics spot on. Shout out to Kev, mate. I agree with Brian. Excellent first half. Cruise the second. Professional. That's one thing I will say. It was just a job done, professional performance. West Ham were not looking to sort of slap 4 or 5 past this team. 2-0, job done. You know what I mean? Northampton supported year 3, 2020. Fair enough, mate. Shout out to Northampton. You know what I mean? The Cobblers. What else we got here? Let's have a look. That is it. I think Iron Lady says it there, boys. 8, spot on for a change. Yeah, 8 out of 10, spot on, job done. We are top of the group. We are into the last 16, and that's what it is. Um, right, moving forward though, I'm going to say this: big weekend ahead. Obviously, Wolves is a huge game for West Ham. I'm not going to lie. West Ham need to get back to winning in the Premier League. I thought last Sunday's performance was embarrassing, but people are going to say it tonight and say it was because of the illness. Look at them tonight. On Sunday, I expect West Ham to turn up at the ELS and get the job done against Wolves. Yeah, Wolves are a decent side, but we are a better side. And we've got to start rating ourselves a little bit. I think sometimes we go a bit harsh on ourselves. I think we're a decent side, like we really are, and we've just took apart a side really that was supposed to be one of the decent sides in the competition. So let's get to this question from Rich. Question, James: where the fans are purposely very quiet tonight? I don't know, mate. I don't know. I just think I see a lot on Twitter. Funny enough, I'm going to say this. I see a lot on Twitter of people saying that people are not going there and everything. I think people got to understand. Yeah, we're in a cost of fucking living crisis, which is the first thing, and the second thing is Christmas. People can't afford to go out and spend £100 plus on a sort of game that in a pretty much a dead rubber when you got Christmas in sort of 11 days' time. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not being like a disrespectful fan, but that's just being real. Do you know what I mean? In this current climate and the way the finances are, it's not a given. Do you know what I mean? But I think the crowd there tonight was decent to a point. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I see them filtering out towards the end, even like last 15 minutes, people were leaving. And it is what it is at the end of the day. Passing was good tonight. Troj, I agree, mate, 100%. I think Dawson will have Bowen in his back pocket. I don't know, mate. I don't know about that. Dawson. Return of Dawson. I will say that. Can we give credit to the Freiburg fan? Absolute brilliant all game. Shout him out, mate. Absolutely. I see him marching down in a video earlier on Twitter. It was quite interesting to see him all marching together. I just didn't feel any threat from this team tonight. I'm not going to lie. When they was playing, I was like, I don't think they're going to score tonight. I really didn't. So you know what I mean. Let's get what's Carl saying. I've got to do the same thing against Wolves. No more low block. It's not working after all. After Fulham, I think that is. I agree. I do agree on that. I think Wolves are going to be a different test though to this team. I'm going to be honest. Like I was watching it tonight with a few people, and the moment we scored the second goal and the game was pretty much done, a few of the people said to me, don't think we're going to be like this against Wolves. Wolves are a different outfit to this mob. And sometimes I do think, as fans, we do overhype the opposition. I do think we think that they're better than what they are. And I didn't think much of them tonight. I really didn't. And even when we played them in Germany, I thought we done a good job on them, and we done a good job tonight also. So yeah. Listen, put your comments in the comments section right now. I'm going to read them out and answer them. Anything you like, I'm here all night. As soon as Alvarez went off, we looked fragile. I agree with that comment, Troj. I really do. And that's why I think a defensive midfielder might be needed at West Ham. I think when you take him out of the equation, I think West Ham look fucking massively light in midfield, and it's a bit of a problem. I'm not going to lie. Also, smash a like on the video, people. It goes a long way. Get me to 50 likes tonight. I'll be over the moon. We didn't hype them up at the press. The press did. I don't know, Johnny. I'm going to be honest. Well, you see a lot of stuff on social media. People were a bit worried tonight. Even myself. I'm going to be honest. I even said it in the preview. I fancied a 2-2 draw, and I thought this team was going to come and really have a go. And when I see him tonight, mate, they didn't do nothing, mate. Nothing of any notice. Do you know what I mean? Like to say, wow, this team looks like you wouldn't have thought that this team tonight that we have played had won like 12 points in the group stages. Like you just wouldn't. And the only team that they lost to is us twice. So yeah, it's not for me. Not for me. I think West Ham. I think we might need to start hyping up our team to a point. But when I look at our team tonight, and that is probably our strongest team that you're likely to see, I thought we done all right. I really did. Uh, we'll be sad to see Craigie in a Wolves shirt against us. Wish we still had him. What a bloke. Yeah, what a bloke indeed, mate. The return of Dawson on Sunday. Right, I'm going to wrap it up there, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate you on this fine Thursday night. West Ham get it done 2-0 against Freiburg. And I'm going to give you sort of my sort of afterthought analysis right now. I'm happy. Happy. Yeah. First things first, it's not about the result, it's about the sort of the performance and the morale of the team. I thought the morale of the team was superb tonight. I thought they sort of bounced back properly and professionally against a decent side. Freiburg are a decent side, and however people sort of sugarcoat it, they're a good side. Um, I thought some of the players looked on it tonight, but Wolves is going to be a different test. Yeah, Gary O'Neill. Every time he seems to come to London, he always has a problem with VAR, and I'm not going to lie, Gary. I hope you have a problem with VAR on Sunday, but they're going to be a different animal to this team tonight. And I'm quite relatively pleased with the sort of Europa League campaign. With Mohamed Kudus, Jared Bowen, and Paqueta in this side, we can do any damage to any team on our day. That's one thing I will say. And we've got to sort of start praising ourselves up. Our next fixture in this sort of competition ain't till March, which will give us time to bed in players in from January. If we sign some players in January, get the job done sort of in any sort of other competitions and in the Premier League, we can attack this in the new year. Come March, we'll all be ready for that last 16 fixture, whoever it's against. Like if it's Milan, Benfica, Galatasaray, whoever it may be, we'll be ready. And I think it's a very shrewd move from West Ham to get this job done tonight. I will say that. Final comments from you guys. James, we need a massive rebuild in the summer in my opinion. Thanks for the service, but Fabianski, Obonna, Cresswell, Antonio, all too old. Kera, Benrahma, Fornals, Cornet, Ings, all need to be moved on. I actually agree with you, Steve, and even Benrahma. I hate to say it, but West Ham are there, and Benrahma's there, mate, and that pains me. Anyone who knows me for a long time knows that I back that kid up. Let's see what Dan's got to say for himself. That's what I mean. James Moyes took him off in the first 10 minutes of the second half. He suffered a dead leg, mate. Well, it's what it is. Hopefully, it'll be better. I like to see West Ham versus Rangers. Yeah. Are you doing a Twitter space tonight, James? Yeah, possibly, mate. Possibly. I'm going to probably wrap this up, have something to eat, and probably do one about 11:45. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate you being with me tonight on my sort of lonesome. Please do special like on the video. Subscribe to E20 Zone TV. Hit the notification bell. And if you want to become a member, by all means, do become a member. As I say, final thought is this. Proud West Ham, get the job done. And we are top of the group. Now, should we be top of the group? Absolutely. And we've done the job tonight. Right. Good performance, professional, solid. And that's what I like to see. Wolves, Sunday, different test though. They're going to be up for it. They're going to be a lot more attacking, and they're going to be a lot better than this side that we played tonight. But we will see what happens there. Anyway, from me to you, take care of yourselves, and I will see you again in the next one. A bush.